The U.S. Navy's nuclear-powered aircraft carrier USS Ronald Reagan entered the South China Sea on July 13, so-called Comrade. The U.S. Burke-class destroyer and another USS Ford illegally crossed the territorial sea. China's artificial islands and reefs. Shisha. After the pause is the server's number. Start doing business again in the territorial waters of China's Nansha artificial islands and reefs. But these two border crossings were tracked and monitored by a Chinese Navy warship and cleaned up in just 10 days. The U.S. military, divided into 3 lines. What is the purpose? At the beginning of the day, the guided missile destroyer USS has just been arrested for illegally violating China's Shisha territorial waters, and at the same time 30-plus ships, more than 770 machines fighter aircraft participating in the U.S.-led war in the Pacific. U.S. military exercise Ring Tai High Stealth B-2. Interceptor bomber executed in Australia, so-called special mission. Long guns and short guns of the United States and its allies, there will be many places where the Pacific cannot match. But how does Washington make a statement to the outside world? Committed to maintaining a free and open Indo-Pacific, an inescapable reality is Asia. The Pacific is peace. The world. The demonstration area for Huaxiong development is becoming more and more obvious to include ASEAN members, many of which are not expressed. Although the United States talks about this, in fact, the Asia-Pacific region. Highlighting the danger of a new arms race. The series of actions by the United States is due to its pursuit of absolute security. China's military power has grown in recent years. America believes circumstances destroy what he wants to be absolutely safe. When America finds out that it can't do whatever it wants with China unwilling to accept relative security, moods up, feeling safe continuously improved. Press release issued by the 7th Fleet of the Jimei Navy. This is a journey used by the U.S. military. Please move freely. Consider 3 Tammy USS Dunford. For my illegal encroachment into Shisha's territorial sea. This is probably a premeditated move. It should be noted that July 13, the South Theater of the People's Liberation Army issued a warning to dispel related news about American ships that had to be attached to carry out tracking and surveillance missions. Photo of the Navy ship Xianing in the picture. The value of Xianing Arrow is on the right side of Cambridge. Oil testing is a visual check. Based on the photo, the distance between the two is about 1 mile. It is about 1.8 kilometers. Chongqing hands break the waves and Jianwei's track. Speculation. The speed of the U.S. ship does not exceed 20. The Mk-45 main gun on the front deck is in a boosted state back to 0. I want to use this to show the so-called innocent passage. Americans are trying to steal a concept into the territorial waters of a sovereign state. Even the so-called harmless is very provocative. This is also what the spokesman of the Southern Theater of our country said about the truth again. The beauty was the one who put the uncompromising boy's safety at risk. The disruptor of peace and stability in the region, and this time, we actively released photos of American ships infringing on territorial waters to capture the first peak of time. Disclose relevant information in a timely manner. Preventing Americans from filing in advance and freedom of navigation operations is one of the biggest U.S. military lies of this century. The United States so far has not joined the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. From the freedom of navigation likes to study and ride this kind of road girl based on hard work. It is the United States that is walking on the battlefield. International arena on stage. Spokesperson for the Southern Theater Press.